Welcome back. We are turning our attention to the Alzheimer's Association of America, talking about a virtual conference right here in Utah and how this horrific disease is affecting individuals, especially due to COVID-19. Here with us is the president and CEO of the Alzheimer's Association of America, Charles Fuschillo. Charles, thanks for being here on Park State Television.
Thanks so much for having me on.
So I'd love to hear more about Alzheimer's Association of America and what you're doing right now to support those who are suffering with Alzheimer's during a pandemic.
So the Alzheimer's Foundation of America was founded about 20 years ago by a caregiver who at the time in the 80s and 90s was caring for his mom, had no place to turn to for guidance, counseling, and support. So we're here to make sure that nobody goes on this journey alone. The pandemic has changed everything, all the playbooks and best practices, because one of the things we never advocate is isolation. So the stay-at-home orders and the no visitation as care settings has made it extremely challenging. That's why we've made all our programs and services virtual so individuals can take advantage of them.
It's also very difficult, the pandemic, for the caregivers as well. How can they give that personal one-on-one care when they can't actually be there?
Enormously challenging because the stress, the emotional and physical stress has certainly been heightened in the last 7 to 8 months. So we try to talk to caregivers all day long through our national toll-free helpline, which is 866-232-8484. And that's staffed by licensed social workers that are dementia specifically trained. We educate the caregivers to not overload on the news. Don't do more than you can, but make sure you take time out for yourself to avoid caregiver burnout.
And also at the Alzheimer's Association of America, you give tips about how to age and be in healthy ways. I know individuals who are older, we start to worry about dementia, early onset. We worry about our parents and our loved ones, but you're there with some tips and some helpful ideas on how to age in a healthy way.
So one of the things we do all the time at the Alzheimer's Foundation of America is talk about healthy aging. You know, it's things we've heard of all our life. Be careful because what you put in your body also affects your brain. So we encourage individuals to exercise, eat properly, get enough hours of sleep, don't smoke, limit your alcohol consumption, and make sure you try to stay as active as you can socially. Even during the pandemic, you can participate in our virtual programs by going to our website, which is alzfdn.org. You could still stay connected with loved ones and friends through a text message, FaceTime, or even emails.
You have a conference coming up in Utah just for our residents on Alzheimer's.
We do. Tuesday, November 10th from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. We're holding our Educating America tour, and we're in your state. And the reason we're there is because more than 34,000 people in Utah are living with Alzheimer's disease. So we feel it's critically important to provide education, let them know that the Alzheimer's Foundation of America has the services that can help them get through this journey. And we're very excited that our special guest speaker is Dr. Oz.
That is exciting. You're really getting the top resources for this conference. Who else do you have joining you?
So Dr. Oz is going to talk about the journey he's going on right now, caring for his mom, Suna, who has Alzheimer's disease. And he's also going to offer healthy aging tips. Dr. Troy Christian Anderson from the University of Utah will also be on board. Bruce Lee, who's the owner of Comfort Care, is going to offer tips and strategies how to get through this pandemic. So this information is so worthy for individuals who are concerned about their memory, our caregivers, or just want to learn about the services that the Alzheimer's Foundation of America can provide.
And we don't want anyone across our state to miss this if they're interested and want to participate in it. What do they need to do exactly? When is it?
So it's Tuesday, November 10th from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Very easy to register. Call our office toll free at 866-232-8484 or just go on our website, which is alzfdn.org to register.
And Charles, what do you hope that individuals will get out of this conference?
We want people to be empowered. We want them to be educated, to learn more about Alzheimer's disease, to learn that they don't need to go on this journey alone, that the Alzheimer's Foundation of America is here to go with them every step of the way, give them the support, guidance, and counseling, and offer the best practices as a caregiver, but also tips on healthy aging.
And Charles, how long have you been president and CEO of the Alzheimer's Association of America? And really, what have you learned throughout your journey on being there?
So I'm almost completing my 7th year at the Alzheimer's Foundation of America, and I must tell you, it's been one of the most rewarding experiences of my life. You know, we're a national organization, and our primary focus is to support caregivers, individuals living with Alzheimer's disease, but we also fund research all over the world for better treatment and a cure. And that's the hope that we give individuals, that there will be better treatment and there will be a cure someday.
And speaking of that research, I know this is a complicated question with a long answer, but how is research progressing right now in 2020?
So I'm always confident and I always have hope. You know, the federal government for the first time appropriated nearly $3 billion through NIH, the National Institute of Health, for research here at the Alzheimer's Foundation of America. If somebody donates to support us and they dedicate it to research, 100% of their donation goes to research. So we're funding research all over the world. There are more than 2,000 trials going on right now. So we never give up hope.
Well, Charles Fuscello, it's so great having you on our show. One more time, where can we get more information about the Alzheimer's Association of America, and how can we participate in this conference here in Utah?
So if you want to learn about the Alzheimer's Foundation of America, go to our website, which is alzfdn.org, or to participate in our conference on November 10th, just call our office at 866-232-8484. Thank you.
And thank you. Once again, we appreciate the time that Charles Fuschillo has spent with us here on Park City Television to get this important information out. Make sure, if you have any interest in hearing more about Alzheimer's, great speakers such as Dr. Oz, you can find out more about this virtual conference across Utah at Alzheimer's Association of America online. We'll be back with more on Mountain Connections right after this.